Alright, now it's time to go over the daily. The reason I'm in the woods, not at home, is because everybody's home and I don't want nobody looking at me, talking to my phone, that I see you, see me, see you type vibe, and because it's a nicer scenery. So, to make it quicker, we got a ranch hand in the front, custom license plate. Top and bottom plastics are painted to match. I painted it myself. The paint's holding up pretty good. For the arm on the ranch hand, you do have to take out this bezel. I hated it, so I put it back on. I just cut around it where the arm goes. You can see that's the goofy ass cut I did. So that's the first one I cut. Second one obviously goes better and cleaner. For lights, I got aux beam F16 plus. They're about 70 bucks a pair. They're well worth the money. They're bright as shit. They hold up. I got all three of them. I got to get new housings for the bottom because there's mud and this one's cracked. That one has actual mud on the lens, so there's no way to take that off. I do plan on getting the Ram style grill, if not the same style, it just doesn't have the lettering. For side view, 20 on the shield, 5/20 all the way around. No, it's not ceramic. That's just expensive whenever you try to do a whole vehicle, in my opinion. For suspension, 6-inch in the front, 1-inch in the rear if you want to say. So it's a 4-inch spindle with a 2-inch leveling puck. The rear is, I think it's a Tough truck or something like that. I forgot the brand. It's a inch taller, thicker, supposedly for towing. It kind of does the job and it kind of doesn't. So I will be doing helper bags in the back or try to do something custom, but that's later on. As much as I tow right now, it's not really important. So for the front, I do want to go taller. The only way to go taller is just a taller spindle and just stack stuff. So I'm gonna do max track 4.5-inch spindle, the actual taller coil, not coil spacer, obviously extended lines, and I'm gonna do the JBA upper control arms. No, it's not forward drive. Like I said, if I didn't mention it, it's a 19 classic Bighorn 2-wheel drive 5.7. You can run forward drive upper control arms. It's just the reason they tell you not to is because obviously you will hit the tower. But if you do everything right, you can try to avoid that from happening. I'm not going to talk about the tires because you know what tire is supposed to be on this truck. I do have 2-inch spacers all around. Supreme suspension, about 250 or a little bit more. Well worth the money. Holding up still. Bullet antenna for the same reason everybody does this, because they don't like the just swaying in the wind. Like I said, Bighorn, so you don't get this cap. This is OEM. I got it off a buddy's truck, just the cap. Stainless steel window trim for the reason that it looks better. And if y'all don't know, on these trucks the rubber starts lifting up from being in the sun so long. I do want to change this textured vinyl, but I'm gonna wait until it gets worse, and then, you know, obviously do the gloss black. Debadge the truck. We'll go to the rear. Sister's Company right there. So for the back, nothing that I've done to it, just factory spray and bed liner, factory cargo or bed light, however you want to call it. Like I said, rigid toolbox, Montezuma triangle toolbox. These two are the smallest versions they offer. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's the serial number right there, or however you can look it up. For Montezuma, it is a 32-inch. So for a 32-inch, you can see what you can fit. So I do have everything on hand whenever I need it. I hate it because people call me needing help, but if you call me, I'll answer. I'll tell you I'm coming, but I'm not coming. I did make the mount myself. For the rear, it's pretty stock. I do plan on getting the 5th gen style tailgate. It won't be hard to find painted or nothing like that, because base models are the same color as this. It's just trying to find one for a decent price because they're really expensive. I did ask for one. They were trying to charge me like 900 bucks. I said fuck that, I'd rather just wait. Nothing to the bumper. I did do the 5th gen style taillights. I haven't seen nobody do it. The process of doing it, it's kind of tricky. Not real tricky, but it's kind of you have to cut on both sides. But I will do a small video on that, how to wire it. and the extra step you have to do. For word of advice, if you do plan on doing this, make sure you get the 5th gen Cummins bed style, because those are the same bed as these whenever you do the 1500s. If I'm not mistaken, they're much taller, and around here it's not rounded off, it's like at an angle, comes straight back down. So I will do a video on that, something small, to make it easier for y'all if y'all do want to run the halogen. I see people doing the LEDs, but that's really not my taste. It's too much red. For exhaust, it's a muffler deletes, clamp-on style. It does the job, but like I know with clamp-on style, as much as you try to tighten it, you'll still hear a leak. So that's fine by me. Anyways, it doesn't really bother me right now. But later on, whenever I'm almost done paying off the truck, I will do the major stuff that you really can't undo, which is exhaust, interior stuff, and like motor. So for exhaust, I do plan on doing true dual, cut the resonators off, doing 5-inch tips, 5 or 6-inch tip, depending on the shop, wherever I go to, what they have at the moment. For the interior, nothing too shabby. Grupo Put You On, if y'all never heard of them. So the guy that was asking, this is vinyl wrap. It does look like paint. For the reason I did vinyl wrap is because it's easier, it's cheaper, and if I get bored of it, just take it off. And if I want to do like a wood grain theme or carbon fiber, it's real easy. I was gonna do this as well, but it's kind of hard. I don't want to take my time to do this and not come out right. So I do plan on getting the chrome bezel OEM from Mopar. I'm not doing try to find a chrome cover, but that might be real thick. As well as try to find the OEM style door lock pin, some other stuff. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit like a Laramie or I think it's a limited, where it's black too. So obviously I did the center console. Only issue I ran into was this top right here, trying to wrap it over. You can see the wrinkles. Steering wheel cover, because obviously my greasy ass hands, you would see where I was always at, or I would always position my hand. It was already starting to chafe, so I just put that on to conserve it and stop it from getting worse. Seat covers are from Rough Country, made to fit. I forgot the material, you can look it up. The only bad thing about these seats is that shit right there. So they do build up polvo. It's a pain in the ass trying to keep them clean. So if you do clean the seats, hit them bitches with the fucking escoba, but make sure you do not clean your interior first. Smack the shit out of it, air compressor, and then now you can go start wiping down your interior and your plastics. Floor mats, no, max liner, my bad. Max liner, floor mats. The reason I didn't get the expensive one was because I don't think they offer in black. I know they offer in tan and gray. Plus, I mean, for the job, it's fine by me. I'm not real picky. For LEDs, it's a kit you can get off of Amazon. It's like 17 to 25 bucks. It comes with everything you need. So the 2 map lights, the dome light, glove box light, the footwell light, and for a bonus, the ones for the mirrors, because I would never know what size those are. The only downside is obviously with LEDs, they draw a little power, so if you have the truck completely off and you try to turn them on, they will turn on, but it's real dim. So you're gonna have it on accessory to have them work. I got a little scar in the middle for the reason that whenever the bass hits on these speakers, you can just hear the vocals die out. So that pretty much just helps me to hear. For the rear, same stuff, same line, mats, same ones in the rear. If you want to do these, I think you have to have the complete 40-20 split. I think that's what it's called, not the whole bench seat. The reason I like these so much is because, one, the material, so if it doesn't get hot like other seat covers, and it actually wraps over this back cup holder, even though I really don't pull it down, but it's a nice thing because most of them stop here or much lower and they'll just end up slipping out. And they do give you the pocket for the rear, the pocket for the back of the seat. So if you lift it up, I did do the little mod whenever I had the seats installed. All you got to do is cut the metal and cut it right to where the plastic at. Don't go beyond that plastic, because if you do, you will fuck it up like you did, like I did right there. It actually fell. Come on, boy. The only hard part is trying to get it back. Yeah, I got it back on the track first try. So for system, I do everything myself. I don't like paying other people to do it because I'm stingy with my money. So I'm not sure on the series and shit like that on these. I got them in a trade, so they're 210s on an Epic Center. The reason I got an Epic Center, obviously, because the corridos, old corridos, norteñas, stuff like that, you got to give it the Epic Center to hear the bass. For the rear, I did do the footwell lights because you don't get them in big horns, only in the front. You do get the ones if you get the Laramie. So all you got to do, they do give you the connector right here. All you got to do is tap into it, run the wire through the seat. All I did was make a cut, you know, the cruz with the blade, stuff the light in there. I think it's called a penny light, if I'm not mistaken. If not, y'all can look it up. I forgot. I got them at a car show, so it's not like I ordered them on Amazon. So I did both of them for both sides. I might do Starlight. I'm not real fan of it, but if I do get bored on this truck, I will do it. Just like a 100-piece, nothing exaggerated. For interior, I think that's it that I can think of. That's all I can think of. Yeah, I haven't really done much to the interior. Just stuff to make it look nice. Nothing major. So that's the truck. Also, I forgot to mention, I do have 24 route lights on this truck. I do install myself, so if I need anything done, let me know. I do get it done in a day. So if you would, please follow my finger. I got 2, 2, 4, 2, and then 2 in the rear. So follow my finger again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and then I got 4 in the middle. I'll insert a video at the end showing y'all, because I got the 4 in the middle on a different switch, and I'll show you the dead spot I had before I installed them. So yeah, obviously there's always going to be plans for this truck. Just got to take it slowly. Alright, so I'm going to try to attempt to do a burnout on these throwaway tires. So obviously the first step you got to do, the way I do it is, if you have that selector shit, I leave it in first and second. Obviously turn off traction control. The reason I do it like that is because if you don't have it set, once you hit like first, if you're trying to hit second, it will jump to third or fourth and it'll just die out. So this will stay at first and second. If you're letting it eat that second and you still want to go more, you just pop it in third, but that's the way I leave it. Hopefully I can get it started. You know, okay. Yep, that's the little fucking bunny hop I was talking about. There we go. Whoa. But yeah, you see, or you hear whenever it dies out, it's because it's trying to shift, and obviously for some reason the RPMs want to go all the way back down. So that's the only problem. So if I get it started, it works good. If not, that's whenever I get that bunny hop shit, which honestly pisses me off. I don't know why it does that, but I guess it's because of the turn this back on. I guess it's because of the truck being on coils instead of leaves. The remote. Those are the 4 that are in the middle. That's the dead spot I was talking about. Obviously the shiny parts, so you can see where the raw lights are at, and can't really see, but those are the ones that are under the cab. Like I mentioned earlier, I do installs myself. If you need any kind of lighting, any suspension, like lifts, levels, drops, flip kits, C-notches, I do all that too as well. I'm located in Moultrie, Georgia. Like as in lights, I do get it done in a day. Just have to be patient with me because it is time consuming. For the simple fact is, I run everything through the frame. The reason I do that is because it's cleaner. I don't like zip tying wires to other wires, and obviously wires hanging or a bulto showing. Not just that, my name's behind the work I do, so gotta do the best I can. I know I'll get it done in a day because one time I did a buddy's truck. We started like around 9 o'clock at night. Didn't finish until like 5:30 in the morning. I think it was the same amount of lights, and I also had to do wood lights as well. So it is time consuming. Just give me time. Be patient with me. Let me show you it on and off.
Es el pito de mi carrito que suena así. Pim, piripi, es el pito de mi carrito que suena así.